Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hope everyone is well. There we are. Cool. Welcome, everyone. Hope you're all having a good evening or afternoon or wherever you are. It is Sunday, the 25th of March. And, yeah, this is the final debrief. It's been a long run. We've been doing these on and off for the last year or so. And, you know, it's been really insane. But, it's good to see you all here. And I think needless to say, you know, it's been a ride. It's definitely been a ride. But yeah, we still got some stuff to talk about regarding Dragon Ball Super Episode 131. We've also got stuff just to talk about Dragon Ball in general. So if you want to make sure, if you have a question, you want it to guaranteed to be answered, because this chat does go by pretty quickly, you can leave a super chat by the dollar sign below, which Nathan DC Marvel X has done, or you can leave a tip at the part of patrol up there, and there we go, just to kind of get things rolling. But Nathan says, when Super returns, could it be set after DBZ? Well, people are really talking about this. I think it could potentially happen. It's very likely, I think, because, you know, there's not really much more they can cover before the end of Z, and going after Z would really have some interesting results. Augustus Caesar, thank you very much. Hey Moscow, I have to send 3 super chats for my too long text. I must thank you. Watching Super, then watching your review and stream has become a really enjoyable weekly tradition for me. You literally quadruple my enjoyment of every Super episode. Super wouldn't have taken such a place in my mind and my heart if it weren't for you. Every time I'll rewatch Super, I will watch your videos alongside it. Oh, thanks, dude. I really do appreciate that. It's been really, really good. And, oh, no, it continues. You and Super have become part of my life and cheered me up. And now, being a proud R&R Patreon supporter, I know you and Dragon Ball will still fill my life with enjoyment. Thank you so much. Well, thank you too, sir. And just so you know, guys know, oh, by the way, we'll get Gareth as well. I like that 17 got the win. It showed that the tournament was about teamwork rather than the strongest winning. Question, the timer stopped counting, but how long do you think they had left? Probably like 10 seconds or 1 second or maybe something like that. I think that's what might be the case. Laughable Larry, are there any legal issues with producing your own Dragon Ball content with already established characters? Well, so long as I make it clear with disclaimers, and so long as it's just like it's done with original source material, as in it's scripts, assets, music, original, pretty much original everything, and there will be attributions to the original property owners. Because there's things like Dragon Ball Epsilon, they're still up. But so long as I just make it clear, you know, clear in the right places, I think it should be okay. Here's today, very well. Thanks for the good times, Masako. Well, thank you very much. Super Thomas Brothers, thank you very much. Pseudonym McPhalim. Hey, Masako, now that we have asked post-Super what ifs, what if instead of Vegeta Blue Evolution, we got Grade 8 Vegeta Blue? Thanks for the MacGuffin balls. Well, you're welcome, sir. But, it's definitely something to really think about. And Tom Cooper, thank you very much. What was it? Got Vegeta Blue. I mean, you're having more Great Ape in there because there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that you could have done. Like, there could have easily been some more powers and stuff like that. It's just something to really think about because honestly, episode 31 just felt really, I don't know. It just felt like there was a lot of things missing. They needed one more episode as a closure episode, not just having single stills. I mean, they were there at least, you know, but they could have done more. Robert White, thank you very much. A very good ending, leaving a lot of things open, what with the wish being vague for the monkey paw thing, and then Frieza being alive in time to hash stuff out. Well, yeah, that is absolutely true. Frieza being around is just basically he's just going to be the monster of the day, as in, I'll get you next time, Goku! And I'll get you too next time, Freezer! There'll basically be that rivalry that goes on for the entire run of the series. Velatala, he's going to miss these. When we review episode 1 onwards, will you be viewing subbed or dubbed versions? Also, looking forward to R&R. We'll be going with the subbed version. Basically, we're just going to fill in the gap that there is between 1 and 27. just to kind of just get things squared away. So there's a complete roster. Zatkin17, what did you think about Super Saiyan Goku and Frieza teaming up? It was completely ironic and just bizarre. Definitely. Son Zyko, I'm probably reading too much into this, but 17 did say, please restore all the universes. Do you think all of them were restored? Well, judging for the fact that everything just tied up really nicely, either it could mean that all of them were, and that's what it leads into the movie, or it could just be just all the universes that were erased in the specific Tournament of Power. I think that might be it. Cameron Heaton, can you do a Masako unsubscribe Okay. Masako, you haven't really got any muffin buttons around here. There's just stuff about cookies. Unsubscribe. Something like that. Jesus Cristo, do you think the new movie will get made into episodes like the last two? I don't think they're going to make that same mistake again. If they did, then I have pity on them. Just not going to lie. Karen Heaton again, can you do it? No, I did that one. Frieza, hello everyone, I've returned. I hope you're ready for more tired, boring, and repetitive fighting between me and the Z Fighters. Oh, boy. Yeah, true, right? Super Thomas Brothers, what if Goku was sent to Namek instead of Earth? I think he would have died because they don't eat food. They just have water. He'd have died from malnutrition. I'm not gonna lie. Jakub, thank you very much, sir. Nick Sorensen, since the new movie is coming out, what was your favorite DBZ movie before Battle of Gods? Jiren Reborn. Gogeta, that is such a cool thing. I watched it the other day. I love that movie. It's really, really good. I'd probably say the first Cooler movie is probably a close second. Yeah. Max Ribinowitz, so the angels can resurrect the dead. How much godly power do they have? Whatever the writers want them to have. Basically, the angels have what the Superman does. Whatever the writers need, the angels can do. Essentially. Otaku Flame 39. Are you ready for 31's dub with Shyamalan and Air screaming their heads off in unison? Well, it depends whether Chris Ayres actually recovers in time. It could be Damon Mills, who's been taking the role of Frieza in the Resurrection F arc and the Fighters game. He's really good. So, whoever it is, it's going to be a good Frieza, that's for sure. Robert White again. I would have liked Goku and Frieza combine their attacks that they used at the end of the Namek Saga on Jiren for a nice callback, but still good. Yeah, it was still good and really kind of visual and stuff. But at the same time, you know, I'm glad about what we got. I think so. It looked really cool. You know, they had a lot of heart, that's for sure. Ultra Tom, I think Frieza is going to be the Joker of the Dragon Ball. What do you think? Oh, definitely. I think this is basically Frieza and Goku. One cannot live without the other, pretty much. Do you think Goku will attain Ultra Instinct again in the future? I don't think so, because Goku was just like, I can't get it anymore. Oh well. It's like, that was a thing. Let's catch up on a PayPal thing. Viridai, hey Masako, I kind of like the end of the fight because it showed that Jiren that Goku's strength is just physical, and friendship isn't useless, since Goku only won by befriending his most bitter enemies, like Frieza and 17. Well, absolutely. I mean, technically, Frieza didn't befriend 17. He just kind of like, you know what, you're not that bad after all. Yeah, he just kind of went along with it. But I know what you mean. Jiren learned a very valuable lesson right there. Lord Q, thank you very much. Yeah, that was a bit of a whirlwind. Oh my gosh. I think I managed to hold my own there. But yeah, thank you so much for the support, guys. This is definitely... it's definitely been a run. But for those of you who don't know, I will be going back and reviewing Dragon Ball Super's episodes 1 through 26, the subbed versions. And just to fill in the gap. And just to kind of... just give us something to watch. So that means you guys can still have something for Sundays. It's just so we can keep our routine up for the next six or so months. Spudley, is there going to be a Twitch stream after this? I'm afraid not, because I am really tired after this, because I have been up since 4:30. That's the trouble of reviewing Super when it comes out. You've got to get it out early. You got to get up at 4:30 in the morning, and the clocks went forward, so oh my god, it was painful. Alexander H, would you call Super a success? A moderate success. People, at the end, for the most part, the ending, people were like, it was alright. Yeah. People were like, I think people would rate it a 6 or a 7 out of 10. And honestly, these days, I think that's the best you can hope for. I mean, the ending pulled it off. It stuck the landing. It wasn't the greatest performance out there overall, but it managed to get the landing. So I'm thinking, all right, it could have had some more flourish or been a little less rushed, but oh well, I'll take it. I'll frankly take it. Manifest, Goku can use Ultra Instinct. He just needs to enter a situation where he can use it. Self-preservation thing, like, oh yeah, probably, but I don't think he'll ever remember it. I think he'll be just like, huh, that was a thing. Robert White, my thoughts of Super as a whole? Again, I'd say that it was a 6 or a 7 out of 10. I'd say it's pretty good. It's alright. I am happy for that to be called a Dragon Ball series. I think so. That's the quote. I am happy that this is a thing. Nathan, Dr. DC Marvel. Favorite Super episode? Mine is the Master Roshi episode. That is a very good episode indeed. Probably my favorite episode though is 60. No, not 60. 68 is a really good one. 15. I would say it's episode 15. Mr. Satan fighting those dog people, and you get Beerus, the Super Saiyan, Goku hurling a tractor around. It's just fantastic. Son Zyko, I'd love what if Gohan went back in time instead. There are so many of them. There are so many things to do. But I think I did do what if future Gohan survived, so I think I sort of covered it. Gareth Evans, do you think Frieza would have made a selfish wish or realized that he would be in the Hero's Bad Books if he did? Figured it wasn't worth it. I don't know. I think he just got caught up in the moment. He just wanted to be rid of Jiren and realized that Goku was the only person that could actually really realize the fact that he's not going to be erased. So it's like, oh, I guess I won't have a choice. I mean, he was gonna get the thing he wanted. So he was gonna get his wish to be revived. But then Whis just went boop, and then oh, by the way, you're not dead anymore. Ta-da! Not gonna lie, that made me kind of think, Whis, is there anything you can't do? Like, Whis is the ultimate MacGuffin, and I love it. Robert White was asking, is this better than GT, though? I don't think you can compare the two. I don't think you can. They're two very different things. GT is its own thing, quite frankly. Cielo, good morning from the Philippines. It's my first time catching the debrief live. Just wanted to say thank you for what you do to the community. Oh, thanks, dude. Very much obliged. Thank you. And good to know that people from the Philippines actually watch my stuff. Nice. Son Goku, where is it? Do you think the super ending teases the movie? Well, the fact is, there are so many unanswered questions. There has to be something there, definitely. Carl Taylor, Super Dragon Ball Dragon equals Final Fantasy Shinryu. I really need to catch up on my Final Fantasy, but this sense of scale for Super Shenron was actually a lot better than in episode 41. It had shock value at the time, but it did not age well. This one, I think, will. Because it's just like, yeah, that's a big freaking dragon. Blue Garden Entertainment. How do you think Vegeta would act if he met the planet king of Planet Sadal? I think he would be ultra respectful because it's royalty. Royalty treats royalty with respect. I think he would be very, very formal, and it would throw Goku for a loop. Well, Vegeta, you're never this formal with me. Shut up, Kakarot! I mean, slave? Yes. King Sadal, this is my court jester. Kakarot. Yes. That worked. Yeah. I think it'd be something like that. ZilGP, do you think we'll ever see Beerus go Ultra Instinct? Probably not. Because I don't think if he's not been able to master it now after thousands of years, I don't think he ever will. But he doesn't really need to. Manifest, I loved this series. It was a childhood revisited for me. I'm happy to see the DB world again. And they did so many cool things in it. There were flaws, obviously, but what show or adaptation doesn't, right? Yeah, exactly. It's got quirks. It's definitely got quirks, and it had some really bad issues at the beginning, but I think they've learnt their lesson, and they've managed to come up with something really, really good. It's come a long way, definitely. Axel Kasai, will you make any what-if videos with your Big Bad and Minions from Universe 6 idea soon, or do you think you'll be too busy with R&R reviews and such? I want to use those guys, that's for sure. Lord Zidane and his and his crew. I want to use them somehow. There has to be something involved. Whether it's in a what-if, or maybe in R&R itself. Who knows? COD MKL BP King, thank you very much, sir. Now I'm doing the Goku voice. At BZ, how's Dragon Ball R&R going? It's going very, very well. It's definitely going. I am really happy. We've got all the voices done for episode 1. The illustrations are going by very well. We will hopefully have something out in the second half of April, tentatively. It depends, but that's what I'm hoping for. We'll hopefully get it in the same month where it's been 1 year since the What If Raditz Turned Good scenario started. So if we can get it at that time, I think things will be very good. Oh wow, we've got 1,000 people watching. Or almost. I think it was almost. Oh, it's so close. Lord Q, thank you very much. But yeah. DBZ, the king person of Digimon, Future Ranch. Well, Future Ranch doesn't actually exist in the main canon. It will probably change for R&R. I'll try and make it work that way. But for the moment, we will have End of Z Ranch in either Part 11 or Part 12. Because I believe next month will be the good time to come back to What If Raditz Turned Good. That'll be Part 11. Because we can go into the Tournament of Power. Now we know what happens. Because I held off just to kind of until we actually had an idea about what was going to happen. Kodka MKLB King. Well, I can also do Gohan as well. And then I could also do early Master Roshi. And then, and then I could do my impersonation of Krillin. And then, of course, Mr. Popo. And then, of course, my Vegeta. Which is not really a good idea of a voice. But it's a fair approximation for the purposes of comedy. Yeah, it's kind of meh. I'll take that. Then Robert White, if there's another series, would you like it in the same time slot, or that would make it more violent? It's always going to be in that time slot, but I'm afraid, because that's where the best marketing opportunities lie, because you can make a lot of money in that time slot. It's Sin Overlord. Goku, whatever you do, don't turn around. It's not like me Popo's right behind you. What? Uh-oh. I think I almost burped a little. Augustus Caesar, I really hope they do more with Frieza. They synchronize so well. I definitely want to see them fight together again. Maybe fight a bigger common enemy. I think so. This is not the last we've seen of Frieza. Quite clearly, it's going to involve something in the movie. That shot is too foreboding. Too much. Definitely. Gareth, what if Vegeta became immortal on Namek? Well, he would have eventually won, because he would have been able to breathe in space, he would have destroyed Frieza, and I don't think anyone else would have survived. That guy Cam. If not for Oob, who does Goku Vegeta pass the torch to? Goku would pass it to Pan, and I think Trunks for Vegeta. I think so. Plasmos, why do you think that Vegeta didn't use his dark blue form in the final scene of Super vs. Goku? Can't wait for Dragon Ball R&R. Well, it's because I think he would have eventually used it, because I think Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is akin to Kaioken Blue times 20. So I think he'd have pulled that out eventually. But I think they both have blues that will start off at that point. I think, definitely. Manifest again, I felt so inspired by the series, especially plot points in the final episode. It was so epic. Agree? I think so. I'm thinking of being a writer. Good on you, man. Any advice you can give? Thank you so much for your Dragon Ball stuff. I would say build up your characters and rely on banter. And the banter comes naturally. And eventually, when you get to the point where you know your world and your universe, the thing writes itself. That's what I can say. Abyssal Dragon Slayer, do you think that we'll actually get to see Jiren and the Pride Troopers ever again? I'd really like to see them show up in the future. I think so. I'd love to see a one-episode OVA. Like an entire story dedicated to them or something like that. I think Torio Taro will humor us and stuff like that. Brandon Power, would you do a video with your pros and cons of the Tournament of Power like you did for the Future Trunks saga? Probably, but there will be a super detailed discussion video coming on Tuesday, so I'll go into my thoughts more then. So I think that'll be the best time to talk about that. John Mitchell, I want a marketing ringtone. I think people can make that happen. Alexander Oakes, who on the universe tip is Raditz going to beat out? Probably. I really don't know. I really need to write. We wrote it out actually, because Vegeta does go to the Tournament of Power. I know he does. He gets to keep Frieza, because there's no Frieza. They don't need Frieza. Because Ranch is in the team too. Because in the Universe 6 tournament, she wasted 3 people. I think she deserves it. I think Ten Shinhan would go like, yeah, she can have my spot. Sin Overlord, Dragon Fist Freezer until he gives you 2 stuff crits, Peter. You have no idea how much I want to do that. Some non-TFS voice impersonations. Akito, please. Oh, I can't remember the character I did for that one. But, probably... Oh, my mind blanks me at the moment. This is going by so fast. Do you think a Dragon Ball series will ever overlap GT? I think so, but at the same time, they'll still be their own things. Because Toei is never going to say that GT wasn't a thing and delete it and just, like, tell us to forget about it. They won't. It makes too much money still. Jay Lucha, what if Gohan met Videl in the future timeline? If she, assuming that she survived, that's the main thing. That could be interesting. Mike, hey Massacre, what do you think of Frieza and number 17 being able to go up against Jiren full power? I think they should have been beaten easy because everyone was exhausted, not only Jiren. Well, I think 17 had a chance to get some decent rest and Frieza the same. Jiren had been basically going all out all the time throughout the entire second half of the tournament. So he was like, yeah, he was kind of had less energy. So basically, it made things relatively even. At least long enough so that means they could last out the clock. Ollie Johnson, I think it's safe to assume that the movie won't end Dragon Ball. Too much money left on the table. But would you prefer a new series or a second run of Super? Probably a time skip of Super. Because they did the right thing by stopping the series for now. Because they could focus on the movie. Because this movie is going to look gorgeous. It's going to look wonderful. This is the best thing they could have done, and the positive reaction is going to make it quite clear that whatever happens, they are going to come back and do the series in a similar way. We can't go back to the old format now. Manifest, if there was anything you change at all with the Tournament Power Arc, what would you change? I wouldn't have pinned in Female Broly. Female Broly, Kale was good. Kale had character progression. Out of the two, Kale versus Broly, Kale did it better. Because, you know, she maintained her personality, she was able to conquer it. And, yeah, this is like Broly 2.0, the much better version. No, definitely. Sin Overlord, would you be willing to do another Q&A with Lord Frieza? Remains to be seen. Remains to be seen, if I'm honest. Lord Q, you should come to Armageddon in New Zealand. Would be good to meet someone awesome. We just can't wait to see some DBZ in the future and want to see Gohan Super Saiyan 2. Plus RR, also biggest let down, no number 17's fan. Yeah! You didn't see his family! You could have had one shot of the family taking a selfie. That would have been so cool. That's a really good point. That's really, really sad. And that's for Armageddon. I know that Taka and Lani went last year and they had a good time. I'd love to be invited out there. But again, if you want to go to if you want us at a convention, just let your convention know and we would consider every invitation. Cod King, what do you think is going to happen after Super? If it's a new series or a new name, and can I get maybe a shout out? Shout out! It's been too long today. COD MKL BP King. There you go. There's a shout out right there to you, sir, and thank you very much. I think we will just continue past Z. I want this to be a continuation after Z. Gonzalo Cordoba, will you make a review of the manga? Probably not, because Geekdom does a really comprehensive review of the manga anyway, so I don't want to tread on his toes, if I'm honest. If there are interesting fan manga out there, or maybe things that are a bit more obscure, maybe. Mark Bauer, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. And... definitely needed that water, that's for sure. Oh, boy. Let's just check on things, how it's going. Yep, this is definitely over 1,000 people. Okay, cool. Craig McLeod, I feel so sorry for Gigigi no Kitaro. It doesn't deserve the crap it'll get for not being Dragon Ball. Well, Toei doesn't care. Toei doesn't care. It's a tradition that they do. They're going to stick to tradition. because Toei are traditionalists. They'll keep on doing it. It's a 50th anniversary, and who knows? It looks kind of cool. If it gets on Crunchyroll, I might actually watch it myself. But I will not be getting up at 4 in the morning to review it or watch it. I will watch it in my own time when I've had some sleep, if I'm honest. But you're right. It doesn't deserve any flack because it's its own thing. It's part of the 50th anniversary. It's just the way it is. Christopher Beaker, thank you very much. And Dan Fraser, do you see a Dragon Ball Super Kai at some point? I don't think so. I think 131 episodes. It's not that long. It's long enough, I think. But I don't think they'll be doing that anytime soon. Future Jesus says Parter joins Dragon Ball R&R universe due to space-time portals. Nah, Parter is his own thing. He's a lovable Saiyan, but there are too many Saiyans in R&R. Brandon Plummer, it would be awesome if you could give me a shout out. Well, there you go, Brandon Plummer. Thank you very much. What if they brought Dende in for the tournament power for healing? Crave Rider says. That would have been true, but I think he would have been whomped immediately once people found out that, oh god, guys, he's a healer. That he'd have been offed pretty quickly. COD MKLBP King, do you think the end of Z will be the same, or will they make a new one for Super since events have changed? Things haven't really changed per se, because Goku can't do Ultra Instinct anymore, unless he's pushed to the absolute limit. Then that probably is it. So maybe he just goes, well, man, I can't go Ultra Instinct anymore. That's a real shame. But so that's probably why he's in that kind of malaise towards the end of it. Manifest again. Will we see Super Saiyan Orange and Super Saiyan Purple in the future? I feel like there's a colours that they could explore. Could you do a colour theory, possibly? Possibly. But I think probably Goku's gone past that with Ultra Instinct. And the aura was kind of purpley. So it's kind of elements of that. Basically what Zamasu did in a way. VC Archangel, assuming Super returns, how do you feel about 3 to 4 Super episode mini arcs visiting the other universes? Well, Universe 6 and Universe 7 get more dedicated ones. If it was Dragon Ball Universal Adventure or Dragon Ball UA, that could be pretty cool. That they actually kind of dedicate it to focusing on visiting all the other universes properly. That could be neat. Sin Overlord, will Vegeta and Goku need more counseling after Vegeta seeing Frieza and Goku work together? Oh, I see what you did there. I think probably Vegeta's going to get over the fact they're still alive and that everyone's still okay. I think that's the main thing. Lord Q, what's the situation with DBZ at the moment? Not quite sure about what's going on right now. For as long as I know, they are finishing up on scripting. That's all I know. COD MKLBB Gang, he says, what is your favourite fan-made manga before we've had Super? Well, technically it's the case of being reincarnated as Yamcha, because it was made by Dragon Garo Lee, who was a fan of the show. And it was then picked up by Shueisha. So I would definitely say that would count. That and Dragon Ball Sai. Otis, page 4. How did you view Jiren's change from the start of hearing about him to the end of the tourney? Well, he got his character development eventually, thankfully. Because he got it in the last episode, in the last scene that he's in. So you think, oh, thank you. This was just a long time coming. Because it was just like, guys, come on. He needs his development here. Just definitely. Much better. But it was just so sudden. Definitely. Heartless Fang. Mini filler arc with Pride Trooper and Videl as a kamikaze fireball. I think, maybe. But at the same time, I think what would be really cool is if Gohan met with Toppo and became an honorary Pride Trooper due to his poses and his love of justice. I want to see that happen. I want Gohan to be all dressed up and going, oh my god, this is so cool! Perfect Shadik says he can't wait for the movie to come out and then get retconned by a new series. I really hope that doesn't happen. Sin Overlord says, hashtag Goku deserves a double bacon muffin. I think he does. I think he definitely deserves it. I would say so. Reign of Dreams. How would you change the ending of Super? I'd give it at least another episode or two. That means they can actually properly, you know, kind of close everything up. At least one more episode. It needed one more. Devoid, is Yamcha stronger than Jiren? Oh, yeah, Yamcha's stronger than even El Hermano. That's for sure. Let's see. Godzilla Gamer 77. Have you and AJ met for lunch? Just curious. Well, AJ doesn't live that far away from me, actually. We need to actually meet up in real life, so we can make that happen, I think. I don't know what we talk about, though. But, yeah, we could figure something out. Jesse Munoz, do you think that Goku's body adapted to what he felt in Ultra Instinct? I believe he'll have some kind of memory, I think. You know, I think so. I think he will, like with Super Saiyan God, he'll have gotten stronger from all of this. Sin Overlord, Goku, you know Alagod killed Sand at first, right? What? Yeah, I don't think he knew, but I think he might have scarred him. Dante Crisis Dragon Ball Multiverse is a good fan manga. I've read some of it like many years ago. I need to catch up on that. Jackass Samurai Logan. Hey, it's me, Logan. By the way, thanks for RG, the Ruby Gems. The team loves them. Modeling is pure suffering. Do you think that Uben Pan could be the new protagonist for a series after Super? Quite possibly, yeah. And by the way, hey Logan, I hope you're doing well. But yeah, Pan and Oob could definitely be the potential mascots for a new series because, you know, that's the case. You got Oob and Pan, they're the kids. The kids are what sells stuff. Manifest, do you have any ships in Dragon Ball Super at all? Ice Ship, Cabra, and Caulifla. Also, do you have any certain what-ifs planned for next month? I have some ideas for next month. But it depends on whether you want to see it. That's the ultimate thing. Cabra and Khalifa. I don't think Khalifa really has a ship right now because she's just doing her own thing. Because she's got Kale as her best pal. Cabra is like her net rival / buddy. So at the moment, I don't think Khalifa's really thinking about that kind of stuff. She's just doing her own thing, I think. She's just doing herself. Vicky M, what's my favorite saga in all? I'd probably have to say the Cell Saga. It just seemed the most complete, to be honest. Zealous says, with a new design in Yamamura gone, do you have high hopes for the new movie? Oh, definitely. I think this has gotten so many people excited on a 30-second trailer. Definitely. Cod King again, what is your favourite arc across all of the shows? Well, again, I just said, the Cell Saga. It just seemed the most complete and the most straightforward. Like, it felt like Toriyama was actually taking this seriously. I would definitely say so. Okay, let's just check. Everything's alright. Everything's looking good. Yeah, everything's looking good. Stampsy says, will Tarbell be in R&R? No, Tarbell will not be in R&R. He's too busy with his wife. DKS3A, do you think the saying in the trailer is Yamoshi? I'm actually going to be doing a video about that later next week, so we will talk about that in the future. It could potentially be. It could be. We don't really know. We need to find more information about that first. Sin Overlord, Whis makes Dragon Balls kind of look sad. Yeah, because he can just do it whenever... He can just bring back people whenever he wants. He can basically do anything he wants. It's just a case of when he uses it. Augustus, last one for today. What is your opinion on the Zenos expecting someone to wish the universes back? I think it was the Grand Priest idea. Oh, yeah. Oh, it would have been the Grand Priest idea. But, no, the Zenos would have definitely taken credit for it. They would have just gone like, yeah, that was our thing. Or the Grand Priest would have put it in their heads to think like that. Cody, thank you very much. Masako, what do you think they'll do with Gohan since his power was revealed to that of Super Saiyan Blue? Would you love to see a new Super Arc with Cell returning? Well, seeing Cell and stuff would be really neat. But I like that Gohan's now starting to find some kind of balance in his life. That's the main thing. Between fighting and, doing his conferences. Haro, thank you very much. Mark Bauer, thank you. Jeff Thompson. Jiren began weak and became the embodiment of true power. What type of juice did he drink? Probably, yeah, 5 hour energy or 5,000 hour energy or something like that. Mike again. Hey Moscow, thank you very much for this Dragon Ball Super run. I listened to your videos in my car on my way to work since 2015, and you really made the hour drive a moment of relaxation. Thanks for that. Love from Holland. Well, thank you very much, man, and I hope to continue with that, because there will be more videos like this to come. Definitely. Alright. XP Xavier Poll. Hello, how's R&R coming along? Ever since I saw that What If, it's been my favourite timeline in all of Dragon Ball. Oh, thanks, dude. Very much obliged. It's coming along nicely. We got all 12 scripts coming in this season. They're all written. They've at least got their first draft done, and we will hopefully have more to come in the future. So we will want to get something out in the second half of April, ideally. Dragon Ball 307, when they said bring back all the universes, do you think they brought back all 18 universes? Well, maybe that might be something that the movie touches upon. Yeah, whether they the Grand Priest took the thing literally, but I don't think he did. I think he probably meant the universes that were currently erased. I think that's what they actually meant. I don't think it's as deep as that, I'm afraid. Neo Arcadia, seeing Android 21 in Dragon Ball Super. They'll do some kind of tie-in, I reckon. Somehow. There'll be some allusion to her in the main show. Tooth Galaxy Dear, I'm basically, the debrief is basically talking about the episode itself, how people are thinking, answering people's questions, that kind of stuff. Okay. Suzaku455, respond to Master Goku. What if Chi-Chi can transform into Sunset Shimmer? I would be a very, very happy man. I think that'll be the case. Spudley, do you think 17's wife is Launch? Dude, if that happened, that would have been such like the what? But I don't think it would have been, because they would have made a big meal of that if that were the case. Duke KM, thank you very much. Otaku Flame, thank you. What would your thoughts be on Bulma turning the fetus cell into a good guy right before the Boo saga? What? So that means if they took the embryo of Cell and they reprogrammed it? I mean, that could have happened, but I don't think at that time Trunks was there. He wouldn't have listened to reason. That would have been blown away, definitely. I don't think Bulma would have had a chance. Manifest, if they thought Frieza was potential for marketing, why not bring back Perfect Cell? It makes sense to me, at least. P.S. I love all your What If videos. Thank you very much, dude. But I think out of the two, Frieza is still the most recognizable as being the first galactic villain and the thing that got Goku Super Saiyan, definitely. So I just get the feeling that Frieza is more iconic in a way. I think so. Plasmos, thank you. Since you've done a What If on Nappa turned good, and if Raditz turned good, how do you think things would go if all Saiyans, three Saiyans turned good? Oh, what, as some kind of, like, cross-promotion or something? Well, who knows? We might have to look into that. And Hazy, definitely. Cell is really, really difficult to draw. So I think Cell is probably like, probably not do much of that. Sin Overlord, with so many Goku fights in this arc, who is Goku's rival now? Well, he's got Jiren. He's definitely got Jiren because he's not won against Jiren. Not properly. So he wants to even the scores. Okay. And then we're going to go for 5 more minutes. So we'll go for 5 more minutes and just see how things go. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Really good to see you all here. Right, it's just a long day, long day. Shock asked if I've been watching the English dub. Basically, it's just like the English dub. I've listened to bits and pieces when I've been in America and stuff. I just do it like that because I want to wait until the Blu-rays. I have the Blu-rays and all of them at once. That means I can watch them at my own pace and actually listen to it properly. Blue Guardian Entertainment, thank you. Do you think people in Trunks' future keep getting destroyed because it's fate, something he can't change? It's a good question. I think probably. I think the fact is that Goku Black was pretty formidable and would have killed every single human if he could. Duke KM, thank you very much. Genie Battle asks why I respond to super chat. It's because it's guaranteed to be answered, because this chat goes by really quickly. Like, there's 1,000 people here. I can't answer every single question. But, yeah. And also, it's a way to support the channel and maintain, like, what kind of things are, around. And just keep things going. I really do appreciate it, and you don't have to. And obviously, when things kind of, like, die down a little bit, I'll try my best to pick out questions. But that's just full disclosure right there. Todd S. What did you think of 18's reactions to 17's wish? Well, I think it was just like, oh my god, you've wanted this for so long. Like, almost confusion, but also, like, pride in the fact that he, kind of eschewed his self-centeredness, and he actually kind of did it. I mean, good on him. He's a good egg. And he is definitely the MVP of this arc. He definitely deserved to win. Sanity1, hello from Switzerland. Hello to you too, sir. Hope you're doing well. Okay. Doing a what? My man 84 says, "Can you do a what if Goten was born first?" That's the thing. If it was kind of like the things aligned and stuff like that, then that could be pretty curious. All right, Soslol. Thank you very much. Take care. Jordan Stolt, did I notice the Capture Corp logo on the cruise ship? I did indeedy. It was just, Bulma would have just hooked him up saying, hey, you can borrow my cruise ship for a while. Take as long as you want. He'd been like, wow, awesome. Manifest again, if there was anything at all you would have changed in the Tournament Power Arc, I hope you get rest, friend. I'd have probably had, like, maybe some more fusions. That would have been pretty neat. And maybe, what's the word? Probably, like, Universe 10 not be as embarrassing, almost. Faded Shadow. Thank you very much. So is there going to be a final part of the What If Raditz Turn Good? Yeah, I think there's at least 1 or 2 parts before we go into GT. Yeah, we can at least do the end of Z, because I think that'd be pretty cool. David Diet, I hope you're well, Masako. Would you like to see Brad get battle training? Well, of course. Vegeta seemed annoyed at Pan seemingly upstaging her at the party. Oh, definitely. Vegeta would be like, brah, you've got to learn how to train, because you are not going to let that brat Pan beat the crap out of me. As in, like, Bra would have to because, they'd be roughly the same age or something like that. Shinichi Tsukaya. So, Shinichi Tsukuya. Tsukuya. Oh, boy. All right. Let's see. That guy Cam, cruise ships are actually terrible for the ocean. Really? I hadn't really thought about that. I guess it's because of all the wake and the disturbance and stuff like that. I can understand why in that sense. Code MBPL King, if you were a Saiyan or any race in the DB Universe 7, would you tell Goku that they were gods coming like Beerus and Whis and Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan Gold and Ultra Instinct? And would you try to achieve those forms? Probably, because I say it's going to be a really good fun and you get to fight people, and Goku goes, oh boy, when will I sign up? And then Manifest again says, what if Raditz going Turbo? Super Saiyan Blue Rosario Raditz versus Annie Lazar. Good idea to imagine. Could be. Have to wait and see for that one. Well, yeah. Okay, the time for me is 8:45. I think we're going to wrap things up for tonight because I'm going to need some rest. And this has just been fantastic. Thank you all so much for coming along to all of these streams. We might continue with them. I'm not quite sure. But, let's just see where things go. Because this is not the end of Dragon Ball, absolutely, by any means. And, okay, MHD has some... What about my Zalama theory? I'd like to see it explored more. But I don't think it will be. I thought it was a good theory. But again, it's a theory. Could be wrong. But that guy Cam, mostly pollution. Okay, thanks for clarifying. Anyway, thank you guys soon, and I will see you soon. I will see you tomorrow because there'll be an R&R report episode talking with Goten and Chi-Chi. So you'll see that there. Bye, Masako. You're the best. Thanks for the shout out. No worries, Cocaine. Hope you all have a good night, guys. And once again, thank you for supporting the channel. And until next time, guys, be sure to like, subscribe, share, click the bell icon. You know what to do. But until next time, guys. And Ziljip, what if Goten went back in time instead of Trunks? Well, depends if Goten was still around, but if he wasn't, then I don't think he'd go back in time. But I think that's just my point. Maybe I'll explore it in the future. But catch you later, guys, and have a good night.